Thank you and good evening. Look at y'all, look at y'all. Now, I hope this is going to be good, but I don't know because they told me there's a lot of things I can't say. It's, we are at the Apollo, there's BBC, there's white people in Kent watching, so they say I got to mind what I say. I'm going to try, but this is the way I talk. I talk, I'm from the South. I'm from the deep South. And sometimes the way I talk runs into the way y'all talk. I was in this bar right here in London, and I was having a chat with this lady, and she found out I was a comedian. And she goes, "Oh, you're a comedian. Tell me, what do you know about Tommy Cooper?" He dead. She says, "I must be terribly British and correct your grammar. I think he died." I said, "At first he died. Now he dead." And just like I say, I run into the way y'all talk. Because, British people, y'all have a lot of subtext. And y'all like stuff like irony and sarcasm, tongue-in-cheek. Man, clever ways to be indirect about what you think. No, man, sometimes a British person can insult me and it takes me 3 weeks to figure it out, man. I'll be home hoovering one day and I'll be like, "Bastard don't like me." I find sometimes people take themselves too serious. Sometimes I take myself too serious. That's why I have to find a way to have a little fun, be a little silly. Like I was at a bar the other night, and there was a young lady behind the bar, and I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, let me get a vodka tonic." And she says, "Can you just wait a moment? Just bear with me." And I went, and she didn't bear. How you gonna ask somebody to bear with you and you don't bear? Man. And it's like, I've been living over here off and on for the last 12 years, and I'm grateful. I've learned a lot. And when I go back home, back to Georgia, they say I'm too British now. They say I'm sarcastic all the time. I defend positions I don't even hold. I mess with people intellectually just because. They just mad at me because of what happened last year. Last year I went home and I thought it would be fun to go for a whole day pretending I had never heard of Jesus. And just, Who? I ain't never heard of him. He sounds like some kind of Mexican superhero. What'd he do? Man, and also too, when I go back home, they ask me questions about England. They be like, "What's England like? What is the class system? I heard a lot about the English class system. What's their class system?" And I have to tell them, the only reason they have a class system is because they are so crap at racism. Ginger-haired people, that's not even a race. Not even a race, man. And it's open. You can just pick on a ginger-haired person, and it's cool. Even ginger-haired people, like, "Nope, I'm ginger. Got it coming." Man, sometimes I see the way ginger-haired people are treated, especially by white people. I feel like walking up to a ginger-haired person and going, "Hey, man, come on over here with us black people. Come on." And just the weird stuff y'all say about each other. Just, in Wales, Scotland, just people who up the road, just the weird stuff. I remember when I first got to England, I mentioned to some of my English friends that I was going up to Wales to do a gig. Because, and I heard a lot about Wales, Diana, Princess of Wales. I was excited. And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm going up to Wales to do some gigs." And without thinking, all of my English friends, they were like, "They shack sheep." I said, they what? They shack sheep, mate. You better watch out. They shack sheep. And they said it with so much authority and so much conviction. I was like, well, is the government doing anything about this? But it took me a few years to realize that that's just something y'all like to say. Crazy, man. And like when I go back home, man, I like it here in a way because, you know, you have the ability to hold the opposite view. You know, like the higher universities in this country, they teach people how to think the opposite way. Even people who are not highly educated, they do it. It's called taking the piss. And y'all take the piss out of everything. You take the piss out the Queen, you take the piss out yourselves, you take the piss out the government, you even take the piss out your friends. I've actually seen people go, yep, this is my mate Barry, bit of a twat, and just... That's your friend.